You know, at the end of the day, preparing our off-season training, we prepare for these days. We can never say when it's going to happen, but it's very excited. You know, we prepared during our off-season to play against the best players in the world, and the boys were ready. You know, and it just shows during this tournament when the opportunity arises, they grabbed it with both hands. You know, I think between Raven and Eric, there's a good communication system that's in place. They know their strengths, they know their weaknesses. They also exploit their opponent's weaknesses and play towards their strengths. You know, so that's pretty important, and they plan well before they start the matches. So with the Bryan brothers, they knew exactly what to do, when to break, and Huey and with Tech Huey and Englot, there was a different story there. It was close. They were not really on song today, but the maturity actually came through, you know, through the years, and just be patient, and they knew their chance would come. To be honest with you, I wasn't surprised by the Bryan brothers, you know, but to follow that up with the next win, with the 12 seats, Englot and Huey, that was then I knew, you know, because a lot of the times players beat the big dogs, and the next round they're a little bit in the air, and then they lose. So their focus, their intensity just carried on from going from the Bryan brothers to the final. You know, Raven and I, we scout twice a day if we can, and with the different time zones it's a little bit difficult. But the key at the moment is to absorb today, enjoy it. You know, there's a lot of media involved at the moment. So, and then at the end of the day, kick off the shoes, just relax. And then tomorrow is a new day where they've got a day off, and just start focusing on what they want to achieve in the match. You know, and not overthinking. I think that's the crucial thing. You know, they know what they can do, and they need to stick with their guns, and the momentum they need to just keep. We're talking about 7.5, 8 years ago when the journey started. You know, Raven still played singles. I think at that stage he was roughly just under 1,000, 700, 800, 900 in the world. He just had 2 knee operations where he was out for a pretty long period of time. You know, and we met actually in Cape Town at a Future. He wasn't certain about his career. We started with a 1-year trial period, and then build on that, you know, so and just constantly improving his game, and start ticking the boxes. What are we doing right? What's the next step? What do we need to improve? You know, and Raven and I, we talk a lot about 2009. You know, 2009 was a big year where we decided to make a few technical changes to his forehand. You know, that off season for 6 weeks, 7, 8 weeks, we literally hit every day, 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours in the afternoon. We just did forehands, feeding, drop feeding, and you know, and there it started. You know, where we said, listen here, we need to improve certain areas to maybe be top 100 in singles. You know, that year he had a very good run on the singles tour. You know, he had a good win in Newport on the grass, and he loves the grass. He got to the quarterfinals, and we spent a lot of time on the serve, and that was for doubles purposes, because we said if we're going to play doubles, we want to make sure he's solid on the serve, you know, and also the return, you know, that those 2 aspects is that is solid. So from there on, beginning of 2012, that's when we made the decision. It's doubles time. You know, and to maximize his career, because with doubles he can play another 10 years. Raven loves South Africa. You know, he loves the country, and he loves Cape Town. You know, so yeah, he's enjoying this, and he will do anything he can for South Africa and South African tennis. You know, to promote South African tennis on all levels, and especially now. You know, hopefully people can see. You know, you can come out of Cape Town or Kuils River, and you can get to the big stage.